Hello, welcome to CEC Gurukul lectures. I am Mehak Chawla, Bharatanatyam dancer and an art educator, disciple of Guru Srimati Geeta Chandranji. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the purpose of art in Indian art and aesthetics. So to begin with, I want to tell you that there are two parts or two division in this. One is functional and other one is non-functional. So first we are going to discuss about the functional aspect in detail. So let us continue with the functional aspect of the purpose of art. Begin with the informative aspect. So in informative aspect, when art serves a practical purpose, the artist makes a deliberate and purposeful attempt to address societal demands. In many situations, art serves a greater purpose, informing, educating and raising awareness than just being aesthetically pleasing. Particularly, performing arts like theatre, dance, music and puppetry have always been essential in reaching a wide range of audiences with significant messages. The topic and style of presentation must be in line with the desired message. If a performance is meant to communicate a significant concept, the separation of Ram and Sita, for instance, is shown in a Bharatanatyam recital that generates strong emotional reactions through rhythm, music and abhinaya, enabling viewers to relate to common human feelings like love, anguish and devotion. Despite having mythological roots, these stories may be modified to make connections to modern situations, including being separated by war, migration or exile, providing both cultural and emotional understanding. Similar to this, subjects pertaining to social justice, gender equality, health awareness, education and the environment have been successfully conveyed through dance dramas and musical theatre productions. As an example, street theatre or nukkad natak is frequently used to raise awareness of public health issues, including HIV prevention, vaccination and hygiene, particularly in urban and rural communities where literacy may be low. Traditional folk theatre traditions including Yakshagana of Karnataka, Tamasha of Maharashtra and Terukuthu of Tamil Nadu have told tales from mythology, history and social life while combining entertainment with moral or educational theme, showcasing valor, righteousness and the triumph of good over evil. In order to address contemporary issues like consumerism, identity politics and climate change, contemporary dance shows frequently include multimedia components that stimulate discussion and encourage thinking. Many cultures have used puppetry such as Katputli of Rajasthan, Tolu Bomlata of Andhra Pradesh as a way to teach both adults and children about civic responsibilities, moral principles and regional myths. International material has also been included in musical performances ranging from protest music to folk tunes, songs written for awareness campaigns like those commissioned by government initiatives, devotional songs incorporating philosophical teachings and ballads narrating historical events are all examples of how music informs while it moves. The public is also frequently educated about national history, cultural values, and societal obligations through dance, ballet, and thematic performances that are presented during festivals or public festivities. Performances centered around freedom fighters, reformers, or societal issues like child marriage and dowries, for example, will emotionally engage audience while quietly educating them. So we can also see in the, especially in the international dance day festivals or music day festivals, like people are coming up with the theme of this and they are presenting all these things under this festival. Even in classroom and community based learning, educational theatre and role plays are utilized to make courses more memorable and participatory. Through enactment, they help students grasp views and remember knowledge. These examples demonstrate how performing arts can be lively, approachable, and captivating communication instruments. It serves as a link between message and memory, between emotion and knowledge. Through rhythm, expression, dialogue, and movement, it reaches people across language barriers, literacy levels, and age groups. Therefore, when art, particularly performance art, is produced with the intention of educating the people, it becomes a powerful means of social engagement, cultural transmission, and public education. Art is profoundly informative in this sense, having the power to shape minds and impact societal perceptions. Now we move on to the second aspect, which is communicative aspect under the functional form of purpose of art. So, in communicative aspect, throughout history, art has been a powerful tool of communication in order to communicate their ideas, feelings, experiences, and collective knowledge. Humans used visual, oral, and performance based art forms even before written languages or organized educational institutions were developed. In early civilization, religious ideas, moral principles, and cultural customs were successfully communicated through art forms that go beyond language and literacy, such as paintings, sculptures, music, dance, and theatre. Complex concepts are made more approachable and relevant for people from a variety of backgrounds through the simplification and shape that art provides. Every creative expression, whether literal or abstract, has a message that is either intentionally or unconsciously weaved into the piece. For instance, the pyramids of Egypt communicate the belief of the life after death. Hence, death is glorified here. Frequently referred to as a poetry in marble, the Taj Mahal is not only a masterwork of Mughal construction but also a profoundly moving representation of eternal love and remains as a symbol of love and faith. Buddha statues in Indian art conveys layers of intellectual meaning derived from Buddhist theory through their many hand gestures such as Dharma Chakra Mudra or Abhaya Mudra. Likewise, the soaring Shikhara of Brihadiswara temple in Tanjavur conveys the Chola dynasty's artistic devotion and cosmic power in addition to its architectural magnificence. Its striking appearance exudes stability, majesty, and reverence toward the divine. Communication is much more instantaneous and dynamic in performing arts. For instance, dance uses systematized system of body movements, rhythm, face expression which is abhinaya, and hand gestures, hastas or mudras, to convey a variety of meanings from tales of gods and goddesses to human emotions and societal topics. Depending on situation, a single gesture in Bharatanatyam might symbolize a flower, a bird, God, or an abstract concept like compassion or range. These visual signs become a rich language of their own. So, let me give you one example of a hasta mudra, which is Kartari Mukha. So, we show Kartari Mukha hasta like this. Same hasta is conveying various examples, different ways we are conveying different things with the same hasta, such as Stri punsayosto vishleshe, which means separation between a female and male. Viparyasapade piva, go, I don't want to talk to you. Lunthane, that means something which is circling. So we are showing like this. Nayanantecha, we are showing eyes. Marane, that means you are falling on the ground and depicting death. Bheda bhavane, differentiation between the two. Patane tatha, something has fallen down and you are searching. That's how you are inculcating abhinaya also. Latayam, creepers. So these are the various ways by which I have used Kartari Mukha hasta to show different meanings, but the hasta is same and denoting several meanings. So moving on, drama and theatrical performances, particularly in traditional forms like folk plays like Ram Leela or Sanskrit theatre, Kudiyatam, Kathakali and Yakshagana are frequently used to convey moral, ethical and religious themes. Engaging with the story helps the audience internalize teachings like virtue, responsibility, fairness or societal standards. Music, both vocal and instrumental, has also long been used to communicate not only emotions but also stories, historical narratives and spiritual teachings. In devotional musics like bhajans, kirtan, kavali, the repetition of simple melodic phrases combined with meaningful lyrics brings the audience closer to philosophical and spiritual ideas, even if they are not intellectually analyzed. Furthermore, in contemporary settings, musical storytelling, experimental theatre and contemporary dance have developed to convey pressing issues including gender identity, mental health, conflict displacement and environmental destruction. These performances, which appeal to mind and emotions of a wide range of people and promote discussion and introspection, frequently combine ancient forms with contemporary tales. As a result, art transcends its physical form and turns it into a language unto itself. with the ability to communicate symbolically, emotionally, philosophically, and culturally. It allows artists to communicate complex concepts, uphold tradition, and start discussions that words alone might not fully convey using visual symbols, gestures, music, movement, and story. Art functions as a profound medium of communication in all of these situations, whether it is through a lively performance, a musical song, or a silent sculpture, connecting the audience's hearts and minds with the artist's inner world. Now we move on to livelihood and profession. How art fulfill this purpose? For many people, art serves as both a major source of income and a means of creative expression. Whether they are visual artists, musicians, dancers, actors, or designers, artists from all fields have made contributions to society and made a livelihood from their profession, from ancient time to the present. For many people, pursuing a career in arts is a respectable and feasible career path because it provides a multitude of professional opportunities. Artists have historically frequently depended on the support of kings, noble families, and places of worships. In addition to providing them with financial assistance, royal courts also provided status and recognition by employing court painters, musicians, dancers, poets, and storytellers. For example, Saint Kalidas flourished under royal patronage, and Tansen, the legendary musician, was a jewel in the court of Emperor Akbar. Temples were cultural centers in South India, offering livelihoods to sculptors, drummers, singers, architects, and temple dancers who were called by the name of Devadasi at that time. They played an important role in temple festivals and ceremonies and were highly esteemed community members. With the emergence of commercial platforms, government initiatives, cultural organization, digital media, and international art markets, the scope for earning through the arts has expanded even further. Visual artists can earn by creating paintings, sculptures, installations, digital art, and commissioned work. Their works are frequently displayed at art fairs, exhibits, and online galleries, where art pieces may be sold at high prices depending on their uniqueness, skills, and impact. Many also receive commission for public artworks, interior decor, or private collections. The career of performing artists such as dancers, musicians, theatre professional, and voiceover artists are shaped by stage productions, live performances, films, festivals, television, digital streaming services. They receive invitations to perform at conferences, worldwide tours, wedding festivals, wedding ceremonies, cultural events. So these are the various options. Artists may also receive grants, fellowship, and sponsorship from government bodies and private foundations. The creative sector also provides stable jobs for backstage personnel, sound engineers, lighting technicians, choreographers, and professional anchors. Many artists work in education as teachers, lecturers or facilitators conducting workshops and classes at educational institutions, community settings or schools. Along with imparting ancient information, they also use contemporary techniques to innovate and connect with the audiences. Art therapists and those involved in art-based interventions also use their skills to help people heal, communicate and grow emotionally, creating new avenues of professional relevance. With the development of technology, graphic designers, illustrators, video editors, animators, and content creators have become essential in fields like advertising, gaming, publishing, and branding. Social media has allowed many independent artists to build their brand, gain followers, and monetize their work through commissions, merchandise, and crowdfunding. Furthermore, with the state governments all across India working hard to protect and promote the nation's rich cultural legacy, cultural tourism has become a booming sector. Numerous culture festivals are arranged to honor local artistic traditions and provide artists a stage. Examples include the Rajgir Mahotsav, which is organized by Bihar Tourism, Hornbill Festival hosted by Tourism Department of Nagaland, Konark Dance Festival organized by Odisha Tourism, and the Mamalapuram Festival organized by the Department of Tamil Nadu, and many others. These festivals bring together folk and traditional performers who play a vital role in showcasing regional identity and artistic expression. Alongside performances, handicrafts, local theatre, folk dances, and music are presented to large and diverse audiences. These events not only preserve intangible cultural heritage but also attract both domestic and international tourists, providing sustainable livelihood opportunities for rural, tribal, and community based artists. Through such initiatives, art becomes a vehicle for economic empowerment and cultural continuity. In essence, art continues to be a dynamic source of livelihood, adapting to changing times while preserving its cultural roots. Whether through the preservation of heritage or the pursuit of innovation, artists contribute not only to economy but also to the richness and vitality of human experiences. Today, with growing awareness, support system, access to global platform, there are more opportunities than ever before for creating individual to thrive professionally in arts. With this, I conclude my lecture. Thank you.